Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks, and it is a brand new episode of Who's That Cosplayer? We're rolling into the holiday season, and joining me on today's episode, this is my first father and daughter duo, and it is Dragonsith Cosplay. How you doing today, Dragon?
I'm doing all right.
Hey, it's good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me. And then your daughter, do you have a cosplay name as well, or what is your name so that way I can refer to you by your name?
Her name's Aeris.
Aeris. Okay, all right, cool. So we have Dragonsith Cosplay and we have Aeris. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me on a brand new episode of Who's That Cosplayer. So before we get into this interview, everybody that's watching, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And as D always says, podcast link down in the description. Like, follow, subscribe. So let's go ahead and get into this interview. So Dragon, like I said, thank you so much for joining me. You slid into my DMs and I was just like, yo, let's do this. So something that we do up here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks with all of our guests is we ask, what is your origin story? Every hero or villain has one. So tell everybody who Dragonsith Cosplay is.
I mean, it started out as a buddy talked to me into cosplaying, and that's basically where it started. I try to get people to cosplay as a group, but I tend to wind up cosplaying by myself. It's a little easier. It's not the main goal or focus. It just kind of happens that way.
Yeah, I totally understand that. You know, when it comes to cosplay, it is cool when you can, do like group sets. Like I'm going to Katsucon this year, and it's like I already have, so many things that I'm planning on doing with other groups of people. But, sometimes when you can't get a group of people, sometimes you just got to roll solo, go in your own costume that you got, and just go like that and just have a good time. Now, Aeris, I want to ask you, like, how did you get into cosplay?
What
was that?
Say it louder.
You want me to cosplay with him, and I like cosplay too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I always think that it's cool when, a family can do cosplay together. You know what I'm saying? Especially, when you grow up a nerd dragon and you have your own kid, and then it's like now they're growing up as a nerd and like you're getting them into cosplay. So then that way, when they get older, it's like, it's always a revolving thing. And then just to let both of you know, like, I love both of y'all's cosplays. Like Sub-Zero, he's my favorite character in the Mortal Kombat games. I like Scorpion too, but it's just something about Sub-Zero and just being able to freeze people that always makes me happy when I play those games. So I want to ask you this next, Dragon. How was it when you went to your first con?
It was 2002, and I don't know. It was I didn't know what I was going to expect when I walked into the hotel.
And what con was this?
It was, I want to say, NecoCon 5.
Nice. Yeah, man. NecoCon has been a con here in the 757 in Virginia for several years now, and growing up, I had always heard of NecoCon, but I had never gone to it until I was much older in life, and I was just like, you know what? I've been putting this off for so long, and I really just want to go and check it out. And when I went to my first NecoCon, it changed my life. You know what I'm saying? And I could say the same thing for you too, Dragonsith, where it's like you went there, you didn't know what you were getting yourself into, and then like, how was it seeing like people in costumes and stuff like that? Like, did it automatically inspire you to want to do it yourself, or was it somewhere down the road where you just like, you know what, now I want to get into doing cosplay?
I want to say it took my third convention.
Nice. And then Aeris, with you, what was the first con that you went to? And when you went there, like, did it make you want to get into cosplaying as well?
I don't remember what was my first one.
Her first cosplay, she was like 4 years old. She was Chun-Li.
Nice. So I take it both of you guys are huge fighting game fans.
Yeah.
All right, so now let me ask you this. Between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, which one do you guys like more?
That's a tough one. Like, there's certain aspects I love about Street Fighter, and there's certain aspects I love about Mortal Kombat. I would probably say with the games themselves, probably Mortal Kombat for me.
Yeah, same. What about you, Aeris? Which one is your favorite, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
I'll pick Street Fighter.
Uh-oh. All right, let me ask you, because we already see that you guys are cosplaying as Sub-Zero. So since we're talking about Street Fighter, starting with you, Aeris, who is your favorite character in the Street Fighter video games?
It's Chun-Li because of how she kicks.
Nice. What about you, Dragon?
It's always been Akuma.
Yeah, Akuma, man. It's like he's always been that dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I always felt like when I was younger and I would play with him, I always feel like he was way overpowered because I would always beat my brother every time that I would play with Akuma. Now, of course, you have Ryu and Ken, and my favorite character has always been Cammy. I just always like cannon drilling people. And now to bring up Chun-Li, this goes to you, Aeris. I remember when I was a kid, I used to play with Chun-Li a lot, and Chun-Li, she had the victory pose in Street Fighter 2 where it's just like, she would always laugh and stuff like that. So I kept beating my cousin in Street Fighter at his own house on his Sega Genesis. And I remember he was like, if she laughs again, then I'm going to turn the Sega off. And I'm just like, I can't control what she does. I mean, like, that's her victory pose. And I beat him again, and, she did the pose, and then he took the Sega and he threw it because I beat him in the game. And hopefully, Aeris, you never had any rage quitting or anything like that where you threw a controller through a video game, or have you done that before?
I wanted to.
Now, is it when you lost to your dad?
Yes.
So now let me ask you this, Aeris, like, does he be cheating in the video games?
Oh no.
Basically using the same move.
Yes.
Yeah, that's funny. Now, because you guys are cosplaying as Sub-Zero for Mortal Kombat, the Mortal Kombat movie just came out this year. Now, did you guys watch that movie, starting with you, Dragon?
Yes, I did.
Now, and Aeris, did you watch it as well?
Yes.
All right. Now, let me ask you, what did you think about the movie compared to the original 90s movie, Aeris?
The original was better.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that. What about you, Dragon?
I totally agree. The music is on point. The characters, I would say most of the characters relatively look like their counterparts. I'm more akin to the classic Sub-Zero and Scorpion outfits. When they become more armor based, it takes away from the mythology.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I mean, it's just one of those things, because like I played the Mortal Kombat games up to Mortal Kombat 4, and then once it got to, I believe it was Deception, and I was about to say Deception and Disgrace from the Lion King song, but it was Deception, and I can't remember the other Mortal Kombat after that, but like how they had like the armored outfits. Like I like the classic outfits that you guys have on. Like those were always my favorite versions of Sub-Zero and Scorpion. But I thought the movie was okay. But yeah, the 90s one is definitely better. Not Annihilation though, but the original 90s Mortal Kombat movie, like they were dope. And also too, if you go onto the variant page, like I actually interviewed the actors who played Sub-Zero and Reptile in Mortal Kombat, and then Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. So check those out. Just head over to @TheVariant and you can watch those videos on their channel. Now, who's that cosplayer?
Amberberry Cosplay.
I kind of want to move along and ask you this, Dragon. You have so many amazing cosplays. I've seen you cosplayed as so many different versions of Spider-Man. I saw that you did John Stewart Green Lantern, which is my favorite Green Lantern. So I want to ask you, out of all of the costumes that you've cosplayed as, which one is your favorite?
The Green Ranger.
Nice. And just to, put some respect on that, he's not talking about any Green Ranger. He's talking about the OG Green Ranger. your boy Tommy, and the outfit was fly. There it is right there. I did not make that come up on the screen, but sometimes magic like that happens. It is the Christmas holiday. But why is that one your favorite?
I just love I love when he was evil.
Mm-hmm.
And it sticks with me. I've met Jason David Frank on 4 occasions. I kind of deviated from the original costume and put my own spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're familiar with Soul Calibur.
Yes, I am.
I took the Soul Edge and merged it with the Green Ranger.
Oh, wow. So you see, and like that is one of the cool things with cosplay, because you can combine stuff and you can make it your own and can't nobody say anything to you. This is what I want to do. And I think that's awesome.
When he saw it, he actually gave me the name Nightmare Green Ranger. So it's just stuck.
Nice. Hey, that is dope. That now at NecoCon, did you cosplay as the Green Ranger this year?
I did not.
Okay. Yeah, because I would have loved to have seen that, the Nightmare Green Ranger. Like, that sounds dope. You know what I'm saying? Now, Aeris, I want to ask you this. You've seen your dad cosplaying over the years. What have been some of your favorite costumes that you've seen him in?
This one and the Green Ranger.
Nice. Hey, you definitely gotta say the Green Ranger, because that's his favorite, and that's awesome that it's your favorite too. Now, I know that you said that you cosplayed as Chun-Li, and then now you're cosplaying as Frost from the Mortal Kombat games. Who are some other characters that you would like to cosplay as?
There's this one character from anime I like to watch.
Go ahead, say.
Yeah, what anime is it?
Demon Slayer.
Is it Nezuko? Nice. Now, Demon Slayer, it is a very popular anime right now, and I love when I go to the conventions and I see everybody in the Demon Slayer cosplays. Now, have you seen the Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie?
Yes.
Now, what was your favorite part of the entire movie?
The whole movie.
Hey, I love that. I love it. Now, did you? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Died.
So did you?
Cried when Rengoku died.
That's exactly what I was about to ask you. Like, did you cry when Rengoku died? Because when I was up in the theater watching it, your boy had some tears coming down his face because it was sad. And the thing that I loved about when Rengoku unfortunately passed was that he went out with a smile. Now, I don't know if you watch My Hero Academia, but when I was watching Rengoku, I was just like, yo, Rengoku is the All Might of Demon Slayer. Like, he's always happy. He's always smiling. And just to see how fast and how powerful he was. And he almost, technically he did win in the fight in the final battle of the movie. It's just that he ended up getting cheated. So do you read the Demon Slayer manga as well?
No.
Highly recommend reading the Demon Slayer manga, because it's just like, if you love the anime, then you'll love the manga too. And season 2 is supposed to be coming out, I believe, this month. If not this month, then it's January. So are you looking forward to season 2 of Demon Slayer? I know you are.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I definitely hope that you get to cosplay as Nezuko at a future con, and hopefully you can find Tanjiro and you can Omai and hit him in the head. No, Omai, that's what Rengoku said. Nezuko, she just headbutted Tanjiro, but I can't remember. No, she doesn't say anything. I had a brain fart. That's on me. So moving along, I want to ask you, Dragon, when you're not cosplaying, like, what are some of your hobbies that you're into?
I read Star Wars novels. I like to play Magic, The Gathering.
Nice.
I work on my cars.
Nice.
I set a lot of cosplay stuff in carts that I'm gonna buy.
Nice. And Aeris, what about you? What do you like to do when you're not cosplaying?
I like watching TV, playing video games, and drawing sometimes.
Nice. Now, since this is the Christmas holiday, I want to ask you, Aeris, like, what is your favorite tradition, or like, what is your favorite thing to do during the month of December?
Food.
I love it. Keeping it simple. What about you, Dragon? What do you like to do for the Christmas holidays?
Probably the food as well. But nowadays, since I have to cook it, it's usually after I'm done cooking it.
Nice. Yeah, that's funny. I love that both of y'all's answers was food. Now, I want to ask you, what is one of your favorite Christmas traditions that you always do every year? Dragon.
I over a few years opening one gift on Christmas Eve.
Nice. And what about you, Aeris?
Eggnog.
Hey, making sure that you drink that eggnog every year because it only comes out one time of the year, and it's good. It's good. I wish they came out with it all year round, but especially when November and December come rolling around, you got to make sure that you get yourself some eggnog. So, Dragon, I want to ask you this. This is my final question. Since you've been cosplaying for several years, what is some advice that you would give to anybody that wants to get into cosplaying?
Well, since every cosplay that I get, I tend to look at it and upgrade it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say anything you purchase can always evolve, and anything you make can also evolve.
That's true. And, with that being said, take that advice, because it's like you can always start somewhere and then you'll always evolve. Or like I like to say up here, you level up with the experience that you get over time. And with that being said, thank you everybody for watching a brand new episode of Who's That Cosplayer. Thank you, Dragonsith Cosplay and Aeris, for joining me up here. Dragon, if there are any social medias that you would like to shout out to round us out, go ahead and let everybody in social media land know what they are.
My cosplay page is Dragonsith Cosplay. And that's about it. Awesome.
And you know where you can find me, your hero Benjamin Banks at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching this interview. Everybody, make sure that you check out some more of our interviews, reaction videos, and reviews that we have here on the channel. Also, check out our podcast where we have brand new episodes every Tuesday. And then the video of that episode comes out on YouTube on Friday. Like I always say, keep that pinky up, stay positive, prepare for the Great Gingerbread War. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.